Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, Met fan from the Bronx. On today, Sunday, 11/20th, 2022. For some people, that's November. In case y'all don't know. All right, on today, the start of World Cup Day. All right, I know a lot of people are not into soccer that much, but with some of that, we're gonna put in some of the news where right next door to City Field, New York City Football Club is going to get a new soccer stadium, which I'm okay with. I actually do dig soccer. I'm one of those that at one point I wasn't really into soccer that much. I got into it more and more when I met my wife and I married her and got involved with her, her family. Her family's from Argentina, and they were big on Argentinian soccer. And I used to watch the games with her grandfather and see. And I just got more engulfed with it. And as New York City Football Club came into the picture, I became a fan. And there we go, and they won a championship last year. I feel like they deserved a little bit more recognition, but it's good that they're going to be next to my favorite team, the Mets. So right next to it, it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be great. Also, it just brings more of a fandom together. Especially being close to each other between the football stadium. I'm sorry, football, because I now I'm into soccer. I get to say it the soccer way, which say football. Soccer stadium next to City Field. And, it might just draw interest on both sides where you might have soccer fans who are not into baseball as much, might be interested in going to City Field to watch some games and vice versa. Get that thing going. And that whole area looks like it's going to be very cool, very vibrant, entertaining. It's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be really cool. But now to some baseball news. All right. It's coming up now that with the whole thing with the certain players getting non-tendered. Um, Dom Smith. Dom Smith is getting. It looks more like he's going to get non-tendered, and he's going to end up being a free agent. And I feel bad. I feel bad for Dom Smith, especially the road he went through as far as him being a prospect, him coming through. There was so much potential for him. He looked like the first baseman of the future of the Mets. Unfortunately, Pete came in pretty much, took that away. They tried to, accommodate him. He actually, went play the outfield. He didn't, I mean, he wasn't an outfielder, but he did okay. I mean, when he was hot, he was a good left-handed bat. I wish him nothing but the best. We have no ill will for Dom Smith. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to have any room in this lineup that they have, and with these core of players that they got, and it's just a shame to waste his talent here if you're not going to use him. If he go, hopefully a team will pick him up. I'm sure a team will pick him up that needs a really good first baseman, and he's got that experience as a Met, and he'll be all right. I don't doubt that he'll be fine. I think Dom Smith will be fine. I wish him all the luck, and I thank you for being a good Met, a good role model. He was a great cheerleader for us in that 2019 season when he was hurt. He was like one of the head dudes right there. It was, all those great comebacks and, and that year what happened, he came back and he finished the last game of the season with a game-winning home run. And I think that's something that will stay with us for a long time. And we wish you all the luck, Dom. Keep it going. All right. And speaking of non-tender, Dodgers are going to non-tender Cody Bellinger. Basically, that's just the Dodgers saying they're not going to pay him the $18 million they owe him. Basically, because Cody Bellinger had 2 years of, not doing well. His production has went down dramatically from his MVP type seasons and everything that he did. There's, a lot of people in the fandom have always was starting to speculate about why he's declining. I don't know. I mean, there was little tidbits about Cody Bellinger, I think, with the Mets side because Brandon Nimmo's getting a lot of play. Now, the Blue Jays are now trying to go after him. Seattle, I think, was at one point, but now Seattle went and they did I think they got rid of Kyle Lewis. They think they traded for Teoscar Hernandez. So it's like there was no, they got Teoscar Hernandez now. So it's like, they don't really, I don't think there'll be room for Nimmo there with Haniger, Teoscar Hernandez, and J-Rod. Okay, so I can see, the Blue Jays are now interested in Nimmo. Again, that's another outfield he'll fit okay with if they give him the money. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're still sticking into that $120 million range that Boris is putting in for him, but I don't know. I'm still up in the air with it. I mean, the reason why Bellinger's name came up in the mix now because he's non-tendered. It would be easy, like if they lose Nimmo, they could sign somebody like Bellinger for a year, give him just a contract that he could play with. See if he comes in here, does well, and then boom, boosts his rate a little higher when he's ready to be a free agent. But we could just take advantage of the fact that he wants to try to make a comeback and he could do it with us. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, the only plus side with Bellinger is that he's a good outfielder. He could play first base if you need him to play first base. So I don't know. I mean, you tell me how you feel about that. And then speaking of also with getting on that subject with players like Degrom, there's still so much stuff about Degrom where Texas has been the focal point. Where they pretty much I think they're the main heavy hitters that want him. I think it's like whatever they throw at the Rangers will say, okay, here, take it. So they keep saying DeGrom wants to stay in New York if, I guess, the contract is right. So, right now we're still unsure on what is the right contract for DeGrom. Me personally, I mean, DeGrom, look, again, I've said in a few other videos, love DeGrom. Love what he did for us. Love the person he is as a pitcher and, gave us everything that he had. But the bottom line is the last couple of years, DeGrom has had some injuries where he took a step back. And then, this last season where, the last couple of games, he was sort of un-DeGrom-like. I mean, look, I'm not trying to, people probably going to go and throw, shade at me in the comments and so on and so forth or on Facebook. Look, I'm not trying to make a thing where I don't want DeGrom. I would love to keep DeGrom. Okay. If he's healthy, he's one of the most dominating pitchers in baseball. But the bottom line is that, you're risking money. And they did that risk when they gave him that contract the last time. And okay, he came out with 2 Cy Young awards and, but the last couple of years you didn't really get your money's worth. Let's just be real about it. We didn't get the money's worth of what DeGrom is worth for those last 2 years. So to just go and say, yeah, he's worth over $40 million a year just because, do we want to be put in that predicament again? I mean, if you're gonna go and do a 1 or 2 year probability, then Verlander is an option. He's old. But you know what? He still still shows he's got it. You put Verlander in the middle of a rotation like that where he could eat up innings. He pitches. The man could pitch. He doesn't have to blow you away. He pitches. And now with everything, he knows how to keep himself healthy. I think he had one little snafu this last year, but he still managed, and he ended up winning the Cy Young award, or he's gonna win one or the other. I know he's winning the Cy Young. So, but look, I don't even know what Verlander will be asking for. This will probably be the tail end of his career as far as like maybe if this will be his last contract. I'm sure it will be. But Verlander, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Verlander. I really wouldn't. But we'll see how that goes. All right. But that's pretty much it right now, guys. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you feel the same way I feel, or if you agree, disagree, whatever works. Please also make sure you hit like and subscribe to the channel. It's only going to help me out. And also, if you want, you could check out some stuff on my Facebook page and just let me know if you're interested in anything. We'll go from there. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. Right now, the World Cup is on. Ecuador's winning 2-0. And that's pretty much all we got right now until, the Giants play later. All right, guys. This is Barry, Met fan from the Bronx. Let's go Mets.